relit the lighter, didn't you? I'll give you one more chance. You have 2 possible paths.
So it indiscriminately attacks anyone who happens to see the lighter relit. This bastard! He's dragging my soul out of me through my shadow!
You have one more chance. You have 2 possible paths. The first path is to become a chosen one.
It's no use. It's stronger than Gold Experience. The old man died after his soul was struck by that arrow. So I have to wonder, what's gonna happen to me if my stand is attacked?
Your only other path is death.
This arrow! If I actually get stabbed by that arrow, I'm dead for sure! Then he's left me no choice. Even if Popo is one of Passion's capos. If he's gonna stand in my way, and even kill an innocent old man, like he was just some disposable piece of trash, then I have to defeat him! This is Gold Experience. It makes your senses go berserk, and any movement you make will look slow in comparison. It's gone. That's impossible. It shouldn't be able to control its own movements right now. Even if it could move, it should be extremely slow. It shouldn't be able to disappear. It's around here somewhere. It has to be. If I'm not able to find Popo's stand soon, then Gold Experience's ability will wear off and it will attack me again. What? From within the shadows? Shit! Its movements may be slower, but it's just as powerful as before. I can't move at all. Of course! It can only move in shadows! It seems to be only able to move within the shadows, but it's at an amazing speed. But it looks like it can't follow me into the sunlight. But the sun's gonna be setting on the other side of the school soon. And once that happens, I'll have nowhere to run. So I have to wonder, what will happen if I force you out into the sunlight? It's definitely worth trying. But how am I gonna drag it out? What should I do? It's just sitting there. It's just waiting there patiently for the sun to go down. Hey! What on earth are you doing? Giorno Giovanna? Koichi. Who the hell is that guy who's collapsed at the bottom of the stairs? What did you do to him? Hey, don't get the wrong idea. That wasn't me. It was that stand over there. The wrong idea? Don't lie to me. I saw you talking to that old man. I was watching from the window up there. Wait a minute. You were watching? Then, that means you saw the lighter being relit as well. Huh? Don't step into the shadows, Koichi! Get out of the shadows! This isn't good!
You saw the lighter being relit. You have 2 possible paths. The
What
first
the hell
path is become
is
a chosen
happening?
one. Your only other path is death.
That arrow is...
Gold Experience! It hurts so much. It hurts like hell. But now, it looks like I was able to drag you out into the sunlight. I turned the handrail into morning glories and let them hang down. Now you're out of the handrail's shadow. So close. There were more shadows nearby, so it managed to escape. But if I can completely drag that thing into the sunlight, then I might be able to win. What was that stand? Well, as you saw, it was trying to attack us. The old man who relit the lighter was tragically killed. Because we saw it relit, you and I are now its targets until it kills both of us. That's not what I meant! The arrow! It's from the bow and arrow! I didn't know there was one in Italy, too! What are you doing, Giorno Giovanna? Is it because of you that another stand with the arrow has appeared? It'll take too long to explain everything, but I don't know anything about an arrow. Do you know something about this stand that I don't know about? And about that arrow? First tell me why you saved me! You telling me about that arrow is more important. The sun's gonna set. Tell me why you saved me! Don't you dare assume that I feel like I owe a thief like you anything! The lighter being lit was because of something I did. There was nothing I could have done for that old man. I feel awful about it. But I believe what I did was right. However, I feel dark and gross inside. But despite that, I know this. My name is Giorno Giovanna, and I have a dream that I believe to be just. 2 years ago, I was shot with an arrow very similar to this one, and gained my stand ability. If a person shot with the arrow doesn't awaken that ability, then they will die. Awaken to the ability? That's it. That's what the stand meant by saying the chosen one. It means someone whose stand has awakened. That must be what the motive behind Popo's test is. I don't know the origin of the arrow, but I've encountered a stand very similar to this one before. It's a long-distance and remote-controlled stand. Long-distance and remote-controlled. It can only carry out simple commands, but it won't stop until it's fulfilled its motive. Our best option is to find the stand user and take him down. Unfortunately, that's not going to be an option. The user is in a jail cell. We can't get him. Anyway, that thing won't be able to leave the school building's shadow for a while, so let's head into the sunlight while it's still available. Then, before the sun goes down, we'll lure it into the shadow something we can move. Then we'll get rid of that shadow. That way we can drag it into the sunlight and finish it off once and for all. Got it! Huh? It's gone!
I've got you.
What?
You saw the lighter being relit, didn't you?
The crows! It hid in the shadow of those crows and moved over there in them! This stand! Shit! When it's in the shadows, its power and speed are much higher! Act 3! 3 freeze! My stand echoes Act 3's ability, is to make people in stands much heavier.
I made his hands heavier, yo, so much he won't be able to lift a finger from the ground.
It should have let go by now! I made the entirety of his hands much heavier! It shouldn't have the capability to bend its fingers anymore! It's strong. It's determined not to let go no matter what.
You have 2 possible paths.
It's no use! Any damage inflicted upon a stand goes right back to the user! At this rate, Giorno's legs are gonna break! Act 3! Undo 3 freeze! No. Don't even think about that, Koichi. Huh? This ability is to make things heavier. So don't you dare undo it! This is perfect! This is exactly the ability I was looking for all this time! But your legs are gonna shatter! What the? That tree! You see, Koichi, Gold Experience is an ability that continuously gives life. So that tree continues to grow, live the extent of its life, and is now starting to wither away. Your ability? But that tree's at least 10 meters away! So you got to the tree's roots by digging that hole! into the sunlight! You told me that there were two paths that I could take. But unfortunately for you, it seems you only have one. Koichi, move a little to the right a bit. Like this? Now bask in the sunlight. That's it. That's all. That is your one possible path. Still, I have to wonder if I'm going to be able to join the gang now after this. What to do?